Welcome everyone. I am your host Lex Black. You're tuning into my show Midnight Arcade. This is episode 49. Wow. I am truly amazed that I'm able to do 49 episodes with my crazy life as it is. I'm a one-man band. You know how this goes. I would love to do more shows more frequently, but as it is for now, I have to keep doing it like this until I'm able to open up more time for myself and some things kind of come through for me. So before I do anything else, housekeeping, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified whenever I drop that new heat. You heard? Yes, sir. We're going to be getting into chapter 14 of Boruto TBV Vortex. This chapter title is called Duty, and it has the homie Kashin Koji on the cover. So let's get right into it, man. As we left off last time on chapter 13, Jura sniped Boruto from afar, missing his vitals with his Rinnegan sniper eye, and Konoha took it upon themselves to apprehend him because Boruto is too OP to do so otherwise when he's fully healthy and not caught off guard. So that was kind of the unfortunate turn of events for him, but here we are now in the interrogation room with Konohamaru and Ibiki. So let's see how this goes. He's finally come to. Konohamaru says, "You finally come to. Relax. Your wounds had been healed." Boruto struggles a little bit because he recognizes he has the jutsu sealing cuffs on him. And Konohamaru says as much by saying they're sealing jutsu cuffs crafted by Amado. No amount of weaving signs will lead to jutsu activation. They even suppress your favorite teleportation. And don't even think about trying to break them. They may be electronic, but they're extremely resistant to impact. You'll just injure your arms. Boruto quietly looks on. Boruto says, "Is everyone else okay? And where's the enemy?" Konohamaru says the enemies run off. There's no sign of their chakra in or around the village. We've lost several comrades this round, but their actual targets like Sarada and Himawari are safe, as are the Inashika Cho trio. And then we skip to a panel with Inojin being healed by Sakura. Okay, so this is the first time we have seen her all TBV Vortex season. So now, remember what I said last season of my show about how curious I was to see how Sakura feels about all of this. And I did say that I think she's way sharper than, and I know omnipotence is an all-powerful jutsu, but I feel like she's sharp enough to understand, all right, something's amiss. And she also trusts Sasuke enough to know that he wouldn't do things without good reason. So I'm led and inclined to believe that she feels that way coming into this chapter, but let's read on. So Sakura says, "This is incredible. He's been healed so completely. It's really hard to believe. His belly had been run through." And then someone asks, "So then he'll be okay? He hasn't even twitched. Will he wake up?" Sakura says, "Looks like his chakra flow was disrupted, but no worries. Once I get it going again, he'll eventually come to. Good thing you brought him here." Himawari says, "Phew." Ino is looking on at her son, and she's sad. And then we switch right back to Boruto. "Now, Boruto, let's have a chat. I've got a ton of questions for you." Boruto looks on, and now we see these elders here in Amado. Apparently, from what I'm gathering, they all seem like they're tapped into the conversation. So here we go, including Shikamaru. "Why do they want Sarada and Himawari?" Shikamaru looks on. Ada is looking on as well. She says, "It started Boruto's interrogation." Kawaki says nothing. And then Damon says, "Hey, it ain't looking good, Kawaki. What's your plan? If Boruto decides to let all the cats out of the bag." So he's trolling him because, of course, he knows the real deal. And he's kind of a real one for not really revealing it all this time during the time skip. But anyway, let's keep reading. Kawaki looks at him. And then he trolls him some more. And then Damon says, "I mean, there probably isn't anyone loony enough to believe that your propositions are flipped. But you did outright lie about Boruto killing the Hokage. I wonder how everyone will react when they find out." Ada says, "I told you not to bring that up, Damon. Quit poking at Kawaki." Kawaki says, "It won't change anything no matter what Boruto says. It is still his fault that Lord Seventh disappeared." I gotta stop it for a sec, because that's some bullshit. What a piece of shit. He is literally the one who sent him and Hinata to his dimension with this dojutsu. And he's gonna sit there and have the unmitigated gall to say it was Boruto? This dude is he's a fuckboy supreme. And then he continues on. Sorry, guys. Then he says, "A dangerous Otsutsuki who could rampage at any moment. That's his true nature. Killing him is the only option, whether it's now or later. But before that, we need to extract the intel he has, so we're able to deal with those mysterious monsters." Okay, Mitsuki's looking on, And then goes back to Konohamaru. Konohamaru says, divine tree people who possess self-consciousness. And Boruto's like, yeah, each one reflects the chakra of a person devoured by 10 tails and turned into a tree. For example, Old Man Sasuke was the base model for Hidari, who you just fought. I've also seen one called Matsuri, whose base model is Master Moegi. And Konohamaru is kind of taking him back. Matsuri? And Boruto says, be careful, Master Konohamaru. The one Matsuri is eager to devour is you. And Konohamaru's like, what? Amado is listening on, and then he says, 10 tails' intended purpose is to devour an Otsutsuki, become a divine tree, and put roots down in the ground in order to suck the planet dry of life and produce a chakra fruit. It knows this instinctively. But now that they've acquired intelligence, we should view them as more than a simple beast that acts on impulse. In general, intellectual curiosity seeks experiences that lead to new emotions and knowledge, Amado says. He continues, namely information. I suspect that's what they want, he surmises. Konohamaru says, information, huh? Ibiki looks on. Konohamaru then says, so you're saying that they're trying to gain information by devouring Sarada, Himawari, and me? And Boruto says, yeah, something like that. And the one egging them all on is their leader, Jura. Shikamaru says, Jura. And Boruto says he is a special case. Unlike the others, he has no prototype. He is a direct incarnation of 10 tails, and the one steering this crisis we're facing right now. So there's one answer, or one question that has been answered. We've all been kind of guessing throughout the community saying, well, Jura is probably the reincarnation of Ishiki, or whatever have you. And, you know, there's good reason to believe that based on his demeanor, how he looks, so on and so forth. But it's not Jigen Ishiki. It's just he's a direct incarnation of the 10 tails as per the text. Okay, let's read on. Everybody's listening in and taking in the information. Boruto says, in short, if we can defeat Jura, this planet would stop being in danger. Konohamaru says, how are you so certain? Boruto says nothing. Why do you know these things? Konohamaru presses. How did you figure it out? Konohamaru says, answer me, Boruto. Our decision on whether to trust you or not depends on it. Boruto says nothing. Boruto says, I have a source, but sorry, I can't reveal his identity. Konohamaru says, what? And then Boruto says, he asked me not to, for his own safety. Konohamaru says, not acceptable. You expect us to believe a traitor's tale without a single ounce of evidence? And Boruto says, back at you. Most of you want me dead. The only reason why I'm still alive is because of my intel, right? And then one of the elders says, don't get cocky with us, renegade. Whatever or whomever those monsters desire. What we of Konoha must do does not change. Any hostile elements will be eliminated using all means necessary. That includes you, Boruto. Regardless of what you say or don't, know that there is no chance of you leaving that room alive. Oh, word? Okay. They got it all fucked up, but okay. And then the other elder says, so given that, speak with caution. Based on your words, we could at least offer you a painless death. So tell us, Boruto, why ever did you lay a hand on Uzumaki Naruto, Lord 7? All right, I hear you. Whoever it is, I think this is a memory, or this is Boruto making contact with Shikamaru. I don't know. Let's see. Well, Boruto, if you have no intent to kill Kawaki, you need to understand that you'll have to continue taking false. Oh, this is a callback to previous chapters. Okay. The conversation between Shikamaru and Boruto. You need to understand that you'll have to continue taking false blame regarding Naruto. Seeing as blank effect lies with Kawaki, I'd like to avoid making him feel cornered again, which means not exposing what he did quite yet. So you'll need to stay a fugitive. You okay with that? Yeah, that's fine, Boruto says in the memory. I wasn't expecting otherwise. Shikamaru is remembering this, and he's having trouble contending with this very real memory, and he's saying, what exactly is it that lies with Kawaki? So it's omnipotence fucking with his mind again. That's how powerful the jutsu is. And on what basis do I find Boruto trustworthy? I don't know. And yet somehow, for no logical reason, I am convinced that he is Uzumaki Boruto. I have the memory of deciding to believe that, and accepting this premise leads to everything falling into place, which means I can't let Boruto die here and now. Boruto says, I didn't kill him. Lord 7th is alive. All right. His wife too. They're both somewhere safe. Konohamaru's like, what? Ada's looking on, and the elder says, of all the things you could say, they're both somewhere safe. And where is that? Why do they need to hide? Boruto says, I'm not telling. Ada looks on. Kawaki is sitting there. And then the other elder says, you drop such a tall tale now, I'm speechless. Boruto says, I just don't intend to reveal anything to you. I haven't told a single lie though. Amado looks on, and then the elder says, insolent brat, you seek a painful death. Ibiki says, good, that's the spirit. Boruto looks at him like, man, look at this poser. And Ibiki says, we're finally heading in the direction of a real interrogation. Boruto? Everybody looks on. Shikamaru contacts Ino telepathically. Ino, it's me. How's Inojin doing? She says, he's good, still asleep, but nothing abnormal. And Shikamaru says, that's a relief. I'm glad, truly. Then Ino says, stop beating around the bush. This is about Boruto, right? And Shikamaru says, yeah, things aren't good. I want to talk to him off the grid again. Can you pull him into this transmission right now? Ino is like, is that an order as Hokage? Shikamaru is like, are we doing this again? Remember who you talking to. It's me. It is me. So he says, Ino. And Ino says, I've said this before, but personal use of mind transmission jutsu is against regulations. Plus, all comm content is required to be reported. Even our convo now is already violating 5 regulations. Shikamaru says, I told you it's a top secret mission. You're the only one I can ask. She says, I'm worried about you. Why do you champion him so much? I just don't understand. Ino? Shikamaru says, I get how you feel. You're distressed. But please, trust me. I need your help. I'm not ordering you as Hokage, but as a friend. Then she says, cool head, Shikamaru. This can't keep happening. It needs to stop. I'm sorry, but I can't do this anymore. Shikamaru says, wait. Back at the scene. If Lord Seventh is safe, Ibiki says, tell us where he is. If you can't, your claim isn't going to fly, and you'll die a disgraced Hokage killing traitor. Boruto looks on, unfazed, unbothered. Then Ibiki slams his face into the desk, then picks his head back up. He says, you see, Boruto, I've been itching to pummel the crap out of you for killing Naruto these last 3 years. Boruto's like, well, it must be nice to have such free time, bitch. I added the bitch, by the way. He punches him and then gives him a liver punch. And then Boruto glares at him and Ibiki says, nice glare. Let's see how long it lasts. Ibiki, enough. It's useless. He isn't the type to break under pain, says Shikamaru. Everybody looks at him. Let's use venom. Summon Mitsuki. Konohamaru says, Lord Eighth, I don't think that's wise. Mitsuki has shown strong killing urges towards Boruto. Forget interrogation. Worst case, he may just try to kill Boruto outright the moment he sees his face. Shikamaru says, that's fine. I'll take the fall. Call him in now. And Ada says, it doesn't look like Boruto's planning to tell them what you did, Kawaki. Kawaki's like, what? Ada says, yeah, he seems to be trying to protect your standing in Konoha. Kawaki looks on, and then Damon says, what the heck? Why would he do that? I don't get that guy. Because, he just wants trouble, right? He just wants chaos. He wants violence. That's all he wants, all right? So Mitsuki walks in, and Shikamaru grabs Mitsuki's hand, and Mitsuki looks at him and says, remember, we are shinobi, and this is a mission. Control your emotions and perform your duty. Understand? Mitsuki looks on. That exchange is different. That exchange is something. Let's read on. Let's see. Mitsuki walks in. Konohamaru says, listen, Mitsuki, Boruto is a material witness. There's a chance he's hiding intel critical to Konoha's safety. Our purpose is to extract that information from him. So remember, do not kill him, all right? Boruto says, hey, Mitsuki, are you still idiotically searching for your son? Mitsuki powers up to Sage mode immediately, charges Boruto, hits him. Konohamaru says, Mitsuki. And Mitsuki says, is that all you have to say, ungrateful traitor? Ibiki says, you fool, stand down. But he slips the snake right into the cuffs to release him. Mitsuki says, your stuff is in the West Wing security office. There are 2 guards. He whispers it to him before Ibiki pulls him back. And then Konohamaru says, damn it, I warned you. Boruto says, just to be clear, I don't see any of you as foes. I'm even okay sharing intel as needed, which I'll decide right before he flying Raijins out of that bitch. Mitsuki is a real one. He came around, and remember what I told you guys a few episodes back. Omnipotence can be combated. Common sense and that gut feeling. And if you use those things in tandem, you can fight against it. Sasuke, Shikamaru, Mitsuki, to name a few, Amado, all right? I bet you Orochimaru found a workaround with omnipotence. I bet you. And look, he's following through. And letting Boruto out. That was a real move right there. I like that. Konohamaru says, no way, he slipped the cuffs. Ibiki says, I thought they were supposed to be resistant to high impact. That damn bastard Amado, foisting such junk on us. Konohamaru says, Mitsuki unlocked them? In his mind, internally. No, it can't be. Only Ibiki and I and Lord Eighth know the 4-digit key code. And besides, Mitsuki has no reason to help Boruto. And we see that Shikamaru passed him a note. With the codes, okay? Boruto teleports to his weapons because, of course, there's the special star or mark on his sword. So of course he's going to be able to teleport to them at any given point in time, as he's so demonstrated time and time again throughout Two Blue Vortex. Those guards are like, what? And Boruto says, don't feel bad, it's not your fault. And then he zips out of there. Mitsuki looks on and says, I'm so sorry, Master Konohamaru. I lost my cool and blew it. Konohamaru says, it's understandable. Look, Lord 8th sanctioned this plan, so don't beat yourself up. Elders say, what an absolute blunder. You wasted our one opportunity to bring him down. Shikamaru says, my abject apologies. I'll launch a manhunt. The elder says the daimyos will be quite unhappy without a doubt. Beware, Shikamaru. There shall be lasting consequences from this. I guess this is No, it's not a memory. Sorry. I said move aside. I told you I just want to talk to him, and that's Miss Sarada Uchiha. What now? Let them in. Sumire and Sarada. Lord 8th. What was the result of Boruto's interrogation? Shikamaru says he escaped. Sarada is confused. He's contacted by somebody and he says, we've received an emergency call from Kankuro of the Sand Village. Shikamaru says, I'm in the Hokage office. Patch it through directly. Kankuro says, hey, it's been a while, Shikamaru. Sorry to bother you. Kankuro, what's going on? Gaara's been taken down. Gaara has been taken down. His adopted son Shinki too. Shikamaru's like, what? Shinki's got that tree affliction. Fortunately, they're both alive. I'll explain more later, but forgive my bluntness, but could you lend us a hand? And then there's the Shinki clone. Oh, Lord have mercy. Finally awake, the Jura says, how do you feel, Ryu? So the Shinki clone's name is Ryu. Another amazing episode. It's really, really dope to see that Mitsuki came through. He stuck to his senses after he received the revelation that Boruto is truly his son, despite omnipotence. Again, common sense, that instinctive feeling, the gut feeling, those things actually do combat against omnipotence. It's proving my point time and time again with each ensuing chapter. This was a good chapter, man. I'm really, really excited for this. Stay tuned for my afterthoughts. I'm putting together my new website. It's going to be called Midnight Future, and I'm going to have a lot of really, really cool stuff on there, including the after show for Midnight Arcade. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming along. New music. I'm working on my 3rd book. It's in the final phases. I'm editing it right now. I'm going to send it off to my team to have it looked over. Then I'm going to be publishing it, and then I'm going to be doing the audio book for that. Stay tuned for everything. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified for whenever I drop that new heat. You heard? Yes, sir. We are all done. Thank you for tuning in. We gone.